Do they care about you? Do your 9 to 5 actually care about you? Type it in the comment section. And what do you think the owner of your 9 to 5 is doing right now? I want to hear your comments. They don't care about you guys. All they want is to work until you die and then live off their benefits. They want you to struggle so you can hold on to them as long as you can. And your coworkers, they're out to cut your throat. Your coworkers are out to hunt for that next position that should have been meant for you. You've been there for a long time. You deserve the respect. You deserve to be grandfathered in whatever they level goes to wherever they goes to the next level. You deserve that. You deserve to be where you need to be. But they don't care about you. They either going to tell on you behind your back, and this is the coworker that you ever heard, keep your enemies closer but your friends close? Or it might be the other way around. They want to get close to you so they can destroy you. They want to get close to you because they see you doing better than them at the job force. They see that you're doing your job 100% better, and they trying to figure it out. So if they can figure it out what you're doing good at, what's your craft at, then they're going to jump into the job, into the position that you're looking for. I know you probably say, man, you're right. You're nailing it. What should I do from here? I highly recommend you to do is create you a plan B. What's a plan B? Make your money work for itself. How you do that? Well, go to my link in the description. Join my free community. That's one step. Number 2, you got to start listening to a podcast or read books that's going to benefit you, that's going to take you to the next level. Go talk to somebody that's rich. If you see somebody pull up in a nice vehicle or a nice Lamborghini or something, go talk to them. Say, hey, man, y'all mind me ask you a question? They would love to tell you their story. They would love to tell you how they became from broke to the next level. And if you're not a talkative person, you want to just do your job and go home, I highly recommend you, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing with you what I did, what's worked for me. All my overtime money, which they taxed the heck out of, so I worked so many hours. It was one time I worked so many hours. One time I worked like 30 and 40 hours of overtime and only made like $200 or $300 because they taxed the mess out of it. So you know what I did with that $200 and $300? I said, okay, y'all want to do that? I'm going to invest. I started investing into myself. I started investing in the people. And I started investing into my brokerage account. I said, man, it was one day where I worked my legs. As soon as I hit my front door of my house and I went into my living room, from outside, from work, my legs gave out on me, bro. I hit the ground. It was one time where I slept in my same work clothes from the next day and woke up. I didn't even eat dinner. I was so bombarded, so overwhelmed. I was so tired. I don't know if you ever been there before. If you have, type it in the comment section. I was so gone to where I went, laid on the couch with my work clothes on, went to sleep, woke up at midnight. And I was so tired and sore, I went back to sleep and woke up the next day and went to work without taking a shower. That's how drained and frustrated and the sorrows that I went through at this job. They don't want to, they want that. They want to see you work your butt off, because if they see you work your butt off, they don't have to hire nobody else. If they see you work so hard to where you're about to pass out, you just made them an extra XYZ amount of money. As you see, what I'm getting at is that think ahead. Have a plan B. Have an exit strategy. What is my exit strategy? Your extra money that you make, don't put it in those traditional banks. They just going to run you dry, guys. Where should I put my money? Put your money in a high yield savings. For example, like Sophie, which is in the link in the description. Open up your brokerage account like Robinhood, which is the link is in the description. You will thank me later. I'm telling you, because I'm doing it by experience. I did it when I first got into my brokerage account. I started looking at stocks, and I started looking at the Fortune 500 stocks, the big stocks like McDonald's, Coca-Cola. I said, man, everybody drinks Coke. I don't drink that mess, but everybody drinks Coke. I need to start putting some money in it. So I grabbed like whatever Coke stock was at that time. I grabbed like $10. All I had was $10. I put it into that stock. And I think I had like, out of that stock, I had 0.002 stock shares. But I was happy. There was one goal I was able to check off. And when I got that 10 again, I put it in again. I built up to where I got one. It took me a lot of money just to get one share. But I was happy. I said I own a part of Coca-Cola now. And then I started getting dividends. I said, wait a minute, what's going on? I looked at my brokerage account and said, you have $3. I said, what? $3? Okay. I was trying to figure out where that money came from, because $3 is a long way from somebody being broke. $3 is a long way, bro. So I said, okay, where does $3 came from? And I looked back into the Coca-Cola stocks, and I said, okay, this is a dividend. They paid me a dividend. I had more stocks at the time to get up to $3, but I'm just sharing with you what I saw. And I was like, man, how can I make that $3 into $6? How can I make that $3 into $9? First, I said, how can I double it? Put in more stocks for your future and for your family's future. So I put in more stocks, dude. I said, man, instead of $10, I put in $20. I said, I'm broke, but I'll be happy. I'm going to be broke and happy. I'm going to be wealthy when I leave the earth. My kids will never have to worry about anything. So I ended up putting $20 and then $30. Next thing you know, like, I think it took me like 6 months. It said you have 4 stocks in Coca-Cola. And I was like, what? Yes. And then that $3 went all the way up to $12 in dividends. I think it was like 12 to 15 bucks. I was happy. Dude, I didn't care. I was happy. And it kept coming. I didn't touch that money. I said, okay, let this build up. My point is that if you do not create a plan B for your 9 to 5, I will pray for you. Because I almost died. And I don't want to see that happens to you or your family. I don't want to see you die at a 9 to 5. I don't want to see it. And it breaks my heart to where the older generation, older than 40, in the 40s, like the 50s and 60s, or the 70s generation that's still alive, they had to go through that. They did not know. They did not obtain the knowledge that we attain now. And if you have the knowledge right there at your fingertips, use it. I hope this message touched somebody. Use it. Do step 1. Type it in the comment section. I did step 1. Invest in yourself. Invest in the people. And you will prosper. You will. Thank you and God bless.